Today's the fourth and final day of confirmation hearings for President Trump's Supreme Court nominee, Judge Coney Barrett. The Senate Judiciary Committee hearing from character witnesses today. On October 22nd, the committee will vote, likely confirming Judge Barrett as the fifth female Supreme Court justice. NBC News correspondent Heidi Prisbilla joins us now from Washington, D.C. Heidi, it's great to see you outside and not in the rain that you were dealing with when we spoke to you earlier this week. We know that Judge Barrett is not at today's hearing, but Democrats are still questioning her nomination process. What's going on inside that hearing today?
Right. If you listen to Republicans, Allison, everything about this is normal. There's lots of examples of election year Supreme Court appointments. But if you listen to Democrats, there is absolutely nothing about this that is normal, beginning with the fact that this judge's name was revealed before her predecessor, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, was even buried, that the event was so rushed to announce her appointment that it became itself a super spreader event amid a pandemic, that this is happening not weeks or months before an election, but days before an election that the president who is naming her is saying could be disputed, and that president says he wants her there in the event that the court may need to decide the outcome of his own election, and that in that questioning, she would not recuse herself, Allison. And finally, they say it is hypocritical, given that Republicans are the ones who made up the most recent precedent in blocking President Obama's confirmation, his appointee, Merrick Garland. Take a listen to what they had to say today.
And we are breaking the rules of the Senate, breaking the rules of this committee. We are defying our own tradition, common sense, and the mutual respect which led to votes of 98-0 and 96-3. I don't know how we get this train back on the track, but this nomination at this moment in time is not usual, not normal, and it's beneath the dignity of this committee. We should have played by the rules, and the rules would have told us to wait, as Senator McConnell told us 4 years ago, until after the presidential election. When we discarded the McConnell rule, it was clear that all bets were off. We are going for this nominee at any price, at any cost, and one of them is the integrity of this committee.
So, Allison, another notable remark was by Senator Blumenthal, who said, quote, "History will haunt this raw exercise of political power." But Republicans say, we have the votes, fair is fair.
Heidi, Judiciary Committee Chair Lindsey Graham kicked off today's hearing with this strong defense of Judge Barrett.
If anybody in America is ready to go to the Supreme Court, it's Amy Barrett. If anybody in America has done the homework to be ready for this moment, it is Judge Barrett. If anybody in America has the character and the disposition to handle the job, it is her, in my view.
Heidi, next week's confirmation vote is less than 2 weeks before Election Day. Talk to us about the timing and when we could see a full vote potentially in the Senate.
So there will be a week between today and when the committee officially marks up this nomination. That means advances it to the full Senate. And we are expecting, although there may be some potential procedural tactics to delay the vote on the Senate floor by Democrats, they cannot stop the vote. And we're expecting it to take place within days of the election. So Democrats say they're strategizing about it. But you also saw a lot of resignation in that hearing today by Democrats. Senator Cory Gardner saying the goose is already cooked, and not a lot of indication from Republicans that they were going to be open to any of the appeals by Democrats, particularly Senator Blumenthal saying, here's a prime example of why we need to delay these hearings. It was so rushed that even as of last night, there were new revelations about information that was left off the candidate's questionnaire that went to the Senate about additional speeches that she's gave, that we really don't have a full accounting of her activities, her extracurricular activities that may be associated with activist groups at the University of Notre Dame, but none of that really making an impact on Republicans who control all of the levers here, and therefore Democrats making clear that they can't do anything about it, so they're going to use it as a stage to make their closing arguments in the election to the American people, Allison.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.